Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Passion of Football. I'm here in the studio today with my co-instigator, as always.
Yeah, welcome.
We are missing one of us, but that's fine.
Yeah.
We both are enough for today. Well, we are here to give you a bit of insight on what happened over the weekend, as well as taking care of the matters arising and focusing on the games that are going to happen over the weekend,
Yeah.
as well as during the week across the grounds. So, how are you doing, Ola? How was your weekend?
Yeah, very fine. Couple of good games.
Hmm.
Yeah, the carnival and everything. Just
Oh, Carnival!
yeah.
You went to catch a wine.
We were outside, bro.
Ah,
We
soft.
were outside. So it was a nice weekend even with the club winning. So football games also. So couple of wins. I think you are the only one that didn't have
Yeah,
a
a win
good
is a win. A win is
football
a win.
weekend.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. A win is a win.
yeah,
Because as always, every weekend Obantala offers us a meal, and this weekend, apparently, I was the meal. A very unfortunate 2-1 loss to Brighton and Hove Albion at the
yeah,
Amex Stadium.
yeah,
Danny Welbeck opened the scoring. Amad Diallo scored an equalizer, and Garnacho thought he had gotten the winner, but
yeah,
there was a very controversial offside that was given against Joshua Sexy,
yeah,
which we shall talk about in matters arising. But Joao Pedro scored a last-minute dagger to give Herzela and Brighton and Hove Albion all 3 points.
yeah.
How did you see the game?
Like I said before during my preview, I said Manchester United they're gonna win 2-1. But the 2-1 was in the reverse way. So from the game I saw, obviously, Brighton is going to come with that smoke. You understand? They're going to come with the good football and everything. You understand? And the thing was that I think the first half, with the formation of playing, I think Bruno was in the nine position. I don't
Yeah,
know.
the false nine
The false nine
experiment.
experiment, as always. I think that formation only works in critical big games where okay, a club like City, Chelsea, just one-off games, but trying it mostly every time, you're going to get found out. And Brighton were just clinical enough to actually, if you look at even the first goal, I think it was a very avoidable goal. But
Mhm.
I don't know, maybe Maguire has been having a good runs for a long time, but at least that one slip up, that's the thing about Maguire. He's going to have that switch off sometimes that might cost the team
The Bozo gene.
every time. So I just think Brighton they were just good on that day. Normal Brighton able to take the win, and I think the last goal from Brighton, it was one of the most disorganized way I can see a defense.
Yeah, a very painful goal to concede because I mean it's a corner and you can see everyone's trying to gun for a quick counter to
Yeah,
kill off the game and everything. But we should still be on guard
yeah, because you can't have 6 players or 4 to 6 players
in the box, and
in
then
the
4 people go
box
to block one cross.
go to block one cross, and you didn't even try to do the thing that you're able to with the players. You can't even stop the cross from Adingra. And you have Pedro Neto and then
Joao
Siso in the
Pedro,
box.
Joao Pedro.
Joao Pedro and Siso in that same 18.
Yeah.
Because if the ball even passed Joao Pedro, Siso was there. So that's the problem. And if you look from the play, I don't think Martinez Lisandro had a very good game that day. He was poor.
No, he was.
He was poor that day. So I didn't really expect that from him. If you look at the balance in the defense, removing Maguire also to bring the league was a bit confused because apart from that error from Maguire, I didn't see the reason for you to pull him out. He's not injured, he's not tired, and you removed him. And look at that cross, delete Martinez. Everybody was just facing, and before they were able to watch their back, the ball was inside.
Personally, I think when United lost the game was the moment when Ten Hag took off Bruno Fernandes for Scott McTominay.
That's
Because
crazy.
I
That's
was like,
that's just
I kept
insanity.
I kept looking at the game plan, and I kept trying to wonder, what is he doing? What is he doing? Because now we don't have a creative outlet.
Yeah,
He made a right substitution. Okay, Ahmad going up for Anthony,
yeah,
which was correct because Ahmad's legs were gone at that point in
yeah,
time. He wasn't able to sustain the attacks. He wasn't able to track. He wasn't able to do much because his legs were gone.
yeah,
So okay, bringing in Anthony was the right call, but McTominay should have never come on for Bruno Fernandes.
I don't know what.
If you were bringing McTominay on, maybe you would have taken off one of the people at the base of midfield, maybe Casemiro or Mino, who was
Yeah.
on a yellow card.
Yeah,
You know, the game was okay. It just came down to silly schoolboy mistakes,
Yeah.
which, you know, you just have to look at these things and be like, raise your hand and like, well, you did everything you could.
yeah,
It just wasn't to be.
yeah,
And obviously, there's been a lot of reactionary takes from the fan base, and everyone's like, Ten Hag gone. You know, like,
yeah,
in game week 2?
yeah. It's just crazy. It's
In
crazy.
game week 2, really?
It's crazy.
Have you guys not been impressed with the football that's been put on
Yeah.
display in the 3 games that we've played since
Yeah.
the season properly started? What do you mean sacking? For who?
Yeah, it's
But
crazy.
yeah, moving on from Man United, there were other interesting games across the grounds. We had a very interesting game to close off that Saturday when Aston Villa welcomed Arsenal to the
Villa-
Aston Villa Stadium.
the Villa
My
Park
God, what a game!
Very good game.
Very, very good game. And there are a lot of standout performers which we'll talk about. But Arsenal ended up winning the game by 2-0.
Yeah.
Goals by Trossard and Thomas Partey secured
Yeah.
the 3 points for Arsenal, making them one of 2 teams to have not conceded a goal in the Premier League this season.
Yeah.
Pretty solid defense.
Yeah.
And not as well a firing attack, but
Yeah.
competent
Yeah,
one.
competent one. Yeah.
So, thoughts?
Yeah, from that, I was watching that game. Obviously, it was the match of the weekend. Seeing that game, I was expecting obviously a tough game because
Yeah.
obviously the history from last season and a couple of times now, Aston Villa always showing Arsenal the business. So, but I think Arsenal went there with more fire. You know, sir. And
Fair
so, and normal Aston Villa, if you watch them from last season, even last couple of seasons, there's a game against United where they were pressing, pressing. They weren't able to take their chances. And Man United won 3-2. I think a counter from, I think Garnacho and Rashford.
Oh yeah,
Last season.
Yeah, that was Boxing Day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So they don't take their chances. They can attack. Look at the game now against Arsenal. That guy Roger. Oh my God, the guy.
Yeah, Rogers.
He ate up that midfield. And having Ole Watkins having last season those 2 chances, at least one will be in the goal. But I can't understand how you get a pass, you and the keeper. It was so. Some Arsenal fans even looked away like, oh, it's a goal already. The guy missed it. And the second one, which was a shot, I think it's a deflection shot that hit the crossbar, and it came down to you to just score the goal. And the same header that you placed was directly where Raya was, and it's a very poor header. You are taking it to the only space where the keeper is to make the save. How are you going to score from there? Is it magic or something? So it was just crazy. I don't even understand the thing at all. So it was shocking. So from there, Arsenal started going into the game, and you know that obviously Arsenal, when they have those chances, they are not going to be missing it. They understand the business. Losing a point now can cost them a league. So they are very motivated, and all these couple of runs coming in, they're not going to lose it for anybody.
Yeah, they're playing Brighton next, which is one of the games that I think everyone should look forward to this weekend. But on to other games. Ipswich have continued to go on their baptism of fire run, starting the league campaign against Liverpool at home, losing 2-0 after putting such a spirited performance up for about 55 odd minutes.
Yeah.
Only to go to Manchester City's Etihad Stadium and start with the first goal.
Yeah.
Schmodix, the person who scored
Yeah.
most goals in England after Haaland last season. And then, City responded with a rout. It wasn't a very funny. It wasn't a funny experience, though, because spirited start, but then City is just like, well, you guys got one lick in. Let me show you guys the difference between where you are coming from and where we've been.
Yeah.
For as long as we have.
Yeah, that's true.
4-1 to Manchester City. Erling Haaland repaying all of us who captained him and triple captained him on FPL with a hat trick, and Kevin De Bruyne with a goal and an assist.
Yeah.
So, thoughts on that game?
The City game, like I said before, I don't remember the score I predicted. I think 4-0 or something. I can't remember.
Yeah, we said City were going to win by about 3-4
because
goals.
I don't think anybody saw Ipswich even getting a point in Etihad Stadium.
Didn't even see them scoring, but
that's
somehow
the thing.
they took the lead.
So when I saw the score, even from the places I saw the score when they said, "Oh, Ipswich has scored." Nobody even made a reaction. Everybody just calmed down and say, "Oh, no worry, just wait." Then we bath them. So from there, one, two, and I don't understand this thing with these keepers. My friend, make when you have these chances as a keeper, you are playing against City, the team that retains the ball the most, the team that press the most when they are not with the ball, because they know if they allow you hold the ball, you'll be able to exploit their weakness. So imagine Savio taking the ball from the keeper. You just load this
I
ball
think what
away.
even makes it painful
What are
is the
you
fact
doing?
that the
Are you mad?
keeper, Aaron Muric, is a former City player. So I think it just kind of makes it worse.
Yeah. It's sad. It's sad. See them conceding senseless goals, and I don't even get it, because when you are playing a City, the worst way you even want to concede to City is make you giving them the goals, but they're not going to miss it in no way. So
You give Haaland 10 chances, 11 end up at the back of the net.
that's madness.
Such a very ruthless striker, that Erling Haaland.
Yeah.
But in other results, West Ham were able to win their game against Palace, 2-0, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
And the rout of the weekend came on Sunday when Wolverhampton Wanderers welcomed 50 first team player Chelsea to the Black Country.
Yeah.
And Madueke, after his very interesting Instagram story the night before, saying that everywhere here is shit, dunked on the team,
Oh my God.
a hat trick, a Premier League hat trick, another player who has scored the Premier League hat trick before Marcus Rashford, which is a conversation that we are going to get into in Matters Arising. But Chelsea came out victorious in that game, 6-2.
Yeah.
Nicholas Jackson, Cole Palmer also getting on the score sheet alongside Ajao Felix.
Yeah.
So, initial thoughts on the game, thoughts,
Yeah, like I said,
criticisms.
that match I started watching. Let me go to Pigeon. Yeah, so because I think I watched the game from like the 20th minute. I think the first half, I don't know if it was 1-1 or so.
Yeah, because it was 1-1 pretty good.
Very low score, man. So I didn't really put my attention. I said, let me just leave this game, I beg. Maybe Chelsea late 2-1 or something. Next thing, I think I saw Wolves scored. Then
No, it was 1-1, then Cole Palmer scored.
Yeah, Palmer scored.
And then Wolves scored late into added time in the first half.
the first half, yeah.
Matheus Cunha.
Yeah, Cunha.
Sorry, no, it was Strand Larsen that scored the second goal.
Okay.
Cunha scored first.
Okay, first. Okay. So the second half, I didn't even watch the second half, but I was following the game. So as I didn't see the game, I obviously I see 3-2. I see 4-2. Now see, anytime I scroll my phone, one more goal added. So it just felt like, oh, what's Wolves doing today? Like this season, I don't understand how they are defensively. Like they just open like market square. Everybody can come in and buy your goods and leave. It's just funny. But in that day, Chelsea was just good. Credit to Kupama, their creator. And at least Madueke now, this is a form that he has been in. This form where he done the shoe. Since last season, the couple of end games for Chelsea, done the shoe this season. Say, okay, I'm going to put in that work. But obviously, the consistency for Madueke now the problem. Can you just make sure you can go score 10 goals straight, 10 games straight? Can you put in this performance against City? Can you put it against Man U? So that's the problem, not just putting it against Wolves. So it was a good one for him, but hopefully this Crystal Palace does the same thing. Because now teams will see him as threat. Yeah. Okay, this guy now he was able to score a trick, he dunk on one team or stuff like that. Kupama is always constant. He will give you at least a 7/10 most of those games. But it was a good one for Chelsea, at least, to motivate them, to boost them after the loss to City. So it was a good one.
Well, I mean, I'm still just very concerned about the fact that yet another player who landed in the Premier League after Marcus Rashford has gotten a Premier League hat-trick before Marcus Rashford. How long are we going to continue to look at him as an elite winger in the league?
Yeah.
That's a conversation for later in the show.
Yeah.
In other news, Liverpool conquered Brentford 2-0.
Yeah.
Lightning fast counter-attack, Jota and Diaz combining for the first, with a Salah goal later on in the game.
Yeah.
To give Liverpool all 3 points in Arne Slot's first game at Anfield. Across the grounds, Barcelona again have escaped with 2 more 3 points. Currently topping La Liga with 9 points.
Yeah.
Dani Olmo finally got registered. I think
Yeah.
my Spotify payment finally went through, so they were able to pay the money to
Pay for
register
their
Dani
money.
Olmo.
Yeah.
And Dani Olmo scored on his Dani Olmo scored on his La Liga debut against, can't remember who they played on the day.
And they played Bilbao during the Bilbao was their first game. I think during the week midweek, but they played yesterday. They played Rayo Vallecano.
Rayo Vallecano,
yeah.
those were the people that they beat 2-1 after
2-1.
Vallecano scored.
But during the weekend, last weekend, I don't know. I think they played Bilbao, yeah.
No, was it Bilbao?
Bilbao, I think Bilbao, I don't know if it's Bilbao.
But I know they won 2-1.
2-1 too. Yeah, Bilbao.
They won 2-1.
Their first game was
because
Valencia.
all their games they win by 2 goals.
2-1, yeah, 2-1.
So it was another 2-1 win for Barcelona, taking in and Hansi Flick 9 points atop La Liga. So what do you have to say about this Barcelona team? Because in as much as they haven't been able to spend that, hefty amount of money as we know Barcelona normally can spend.
Yeah.
Why is it that they have somehow been able to constantly squeeze the goals to get them the 3 points that they so need?
You understand? Even as a Madrid fan, obviously, I sit on their case. I always make sure I watch what my enemies are doing on the other side. You understand? Because you cannot be fighting a war and then and say, oh, you are not concerned with what weapons your enemy have to upgrade yourself. So anytime I look at Barca, obviously it's not even a new thing. They have one of the, if not the best academy in the world. So even with the financial problem we then get, they are still able to make a team. And when you have a club that has a tradition of gameplay, how the style of play, you understand? No matter the down time of Barcelona or the time that they were on top of the world, they get that gameplay that okay, this is the way we play. So when you're a coach, you just have to bring your little tweaks around and put players in positions for them to excel well. You understand? So that's just backup for you, and at least they have a good goal scorer in the front. Lewandowski might be off and on sometimes, but he must still deliver.
They've got 6 goals in the league this season. He's got 3.
You understand? So he must always put in, and Pedri is obviously good in as much as those people are just hoping they hope as a fan base, let him just stay from injury and all this. Look at Mark Bernal, because there are 2 on the La Masia boys now. They are trying to put in their midfield.
The young boy who got his ACL torn.
Yeah, it's a good player for the. It's like a 6. And Barca, they never plays that 6 when as Busquets leave, bringing all those Romeo, all this Christensen. They can only do a couple of games, but they cannot do a job the whole season. So even the Christensen is injured, a lot of their players are injured.
Yeah,
but at least they were unlucky to lose that Mark Bernal. But Barca, they are doing well. Beginning of the season, they are always like this. Always they win. But hopefully for them, they're able to do something. But they're in my way, so I don't wish them well.
Yeah, but then in as much as Barcelona were able to squeeze their own 2-1 win, Madrid were able to. That's Real Madrid now. Were able to show that what we gathered is really a nuclear weapon in the making. They blew apart Rayo Vallecano or Real Valladolid. They blew away Real Valladolid 3-0. Valverde and Bobby Hendrick got on the score sheet that day. So it was a very good goal, a very good game, and that third goal was a sensational bit of business at the back by Ceballos. Because to be honest, people would say Brahim Diaz did all the work, but Ceballos was the one who was able to bring that ball out from the first phase of play to feed the ball to Diaz. It was a good goal all around, and Hendrick took his, he chose his spot quite nicely. So it was a good game all around, a good goal at the end, and Hendrick scores a La Liga goal before Kylian Mbappe.
That's the narrative everywhere.
Let's not talk about that too much. We don't want to annoy the Madrid fans.
That's the narrative everywhere. But the thing is, it was a good game. Obviously now, as we don't get Mbappe, any team you are going to play against, they are going to be at the back. You have never even, I never feel hold Vinny. I never feel Rodrigo. They can't go bring Mbappe again.
They see Bellingham to worry about.
Bellingham, you still need to worry.
Valverde to
There are
worry
a lot
about.
of players. So whenever you play majority of these teams this season, from this season onwards, everybody gets a defend. So, but now when you don't have those midfielders, all my midfielders are midfielders that are good with the ball. They can move with it. They can do those little passes to keep the possession. But can you break the lines with the passes? Can you do those cruise switch plays, those Modric, those passes to break those lines? So that's the thing. And even with the attackers up front, I know that obviously they never click. But now I think they're taking too many passes up front. Sometimes that's why there will never be any Cristiano Ronaldo. You understand? When you have a player that can shoot from 30 yards, 25 yards, the shots will break the wall where they block the defense. You understand? But now you get Mbappe. Mbappe is a good shooter of the ball. You understand? He's not a Ronaldo, but he knows how to take his own play. But when you come to see, say, they pass, nobody they feel shoot. It's just crazy. Yeah, it's just crazy. So I don't understand them. But hopefully, from my player Vevadi, I see Selmo.
Future
captain there, and it's very, very important to the team. I can't say much about that guy, but you just need to watch the game to know what that boy is doing. Very fantastic, and good one for Hendrick because he needs that confidence. At least this season he's going to be coming from the bench most likely. But
yeah,
if they deliver a beat 1 or 2 times, just to score your goals, there's no problem. Even if you're going on loan or you're going to be in the club, but at least you still get value. If they put in goals and they do all those things, it makes sense. But for Mbappe, we are patient with him.
You have no choice.
We have no choice than to be patient.
Because you can't offload him.
There's no way. So the thing I say, I don't know why people now outside fans they worry for us. You understand? We know they worry.
That's our job.
You understand?
It's the job of the outside fans to worry about what is going on in another club. That's what they are there for.
And the thing, a lot of fan base because of Mbappe, everybody they jealous, so they just want him to fail, but he cannot fail. God is with him.
They're not like you.
No. So I just know he's going to step up. If he don't score this game against Las Palmas today, this midweek game, he go score for weekend. If he don't score, there are games to come. So we know they worry for Mbappe. When he peak, the world go hear him. That's all I have to say.
Fair enough. That's fair enough, and that should be about it on the reviews on the games around the grounds. Later today, we have the Conference League playoff second legs. Fiorentina, Chelsea,
Conference boys.
Yeah, Fiorentina and Chelsea are in action in their respective games against Chelsea plays Serviette, and I've forgotten who Fiorentina is playing against.
I don't even know
for something, but
maybe I don't know.
I think we'll get to see De Gea in action again today or something. As he just mentioned, Madrid is in action against Las Palmas to see if they can close the gap on Barcelona at the summit of La Liga. And there are other games that are going to come up this weekend before the international break that is